All right, this is Chris. I'm back with a family episode. We got to talking about shopping carts and looking for stuff in Walmart. And it got pretty good. And my little lady, Reese Cup, she in here again. Say hey, Reese.
What's up?
You gonna talk into the microphone or no?
I'm talking into the mic.
Okay. All right. And we got Trey again. Trey is back. Say what's up, Trey.
What's up, y'all?
All right. And we got a new guest to the show. Family. This is our first time on here. Cheryl, what's up?
What's up, peeps?
There you go. Now we got some hypeness to the thing. Okay. So we were getting into a good debate about what happens when you're in Walmart or in the store and you can't find what you're looking for. How soon do you get someone to help you find it, or do you continue to look on your own? I said that I would look first for a little bit longer than most, I guess, before I got somebody involved. Reese said what?
Depends on the day. I say I do look before I actually ask somebody. But if I don't have time, if I don't feel like looking for a thing, and the employee, the associate is standing there, I ask the associate.
Okay. And Trey, you said what? You had a pretty good scenario. Would you tell it to the people again for us, please?
I said I kind of see both sides. Me personally, I look for it. I'll look for it, have a glance, look around. But if I can't find it, then I have no problem asking. I'm saying I'm not going to spend 5 minutes in the store looking for something if there's an associate right next to me and I can ask. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And Cheryl, you said what?
I say I'm just going to look for it. I don't have a problem with looking for it. I'll pull up my phone if I don't see nobody. If I'm in Walmart, because that's the only app that I have.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm going to look for it. I don't too much like bothering nobody, because they act like they don't want to be bothered no way. So, even though that's what they there for, I don't have time for it.
So, I agree. I think I lean more that way. Pretty much, I guess, I'm at odds more with Reese, which is not anything new.
We always at odds, Chris. We always disagree.
It's all right. It's all good.
That's right.
It's
all good.
I'm just going to stand over there and wait and then just say little things under my breath while she asks the associate where so-and-so is. Right?
But it's okay when I'm asking and it benefits him.
He okay with
that, yeah.
I always still look, though, right?
Yeah, you do look.
Okay.
You will look, because Chris
look.
like to stay out the way. He would rather look for it than to ask. And sometimes when I'm going to ask, he be like, I know people can't see me shaking my head, but he's shaking his head like, don't bother them people.
And I feel Chris.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that 100%.
But now I'm not saying that there aren't any times where you shouldn't ask. I just like to look for myself first. Now, so I don't know what you guys think about it, but we're interested in knowing. So if you ever get a chance to check this podcast out and you hear us talking about this discussion, we want to know what do you do? Do you go straight to the associate first, or do you look? I'm gonna look. Trey, you gonna do what by default?
I would look by default.
But you're only gonna look.
I'm only gonna look for so long. I mean, I'm not gonna sit up. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit up there, 5 minutes to look for it. I mean, I'm not Sherlock Holmes.
You ain't trying to solve a mystery.
Said get what you need and get out.
Exactly. I'm trying to make this as quickly as possible.
Yeah, quick and painless as possible.
Right. There's no reason to,
Now, y'all know I go in Walmart and I walk the aisles. I'll walk the aisles.
Yeah.
But some nights you in there, you just trying to get in there and get out.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, but I still look, even though I'm trying to go quick, because sometimes that's quicker than asking them. Because the worst thing for me is when I ask and then they want to show me. I'm like, oh, sweetheart, no, just tell me where it is.
Right.
You don't have to chauffeur me over here.
But that's the part part of customer service.
I get it, but I don't care for that much customer service.
Just
tell me where
it's
it is.
at.
Like,
Well, maybe they have to look for it.
Well,
and when
And
I work,
that
when
could
I
be
right,
true.
that is actually
It could
true.
be
When
true.
I worked for Walmart, that was one of the things they taught us in the training. You don't just point, you walk them over there. And so, I mean, when I worked at Walmart, I mean, I can't tell you if I don't think I ever did that. I mean, I would always point because, I mean,
I got a problem with
things to do.
that.
I got things to do.
Just point to me.
Just point me.
Just
You
point.
know.
You ain't got to walk with me.
I mean, yeah.
Just tell me how many aisles over,
Yeah.
how many aisles down. Just point me in that direction. I don't need you to walk
that's
with
all you
me
got to
because that's
do.
going to irritate me.
But you know what? I think that's great customer service too, because pointing, you could be pointing any place. Pointing is it's over there. To
If
me,
you-
that is poor customer service.
If the
to point
okay.
to point to where it is. I would rather you take me to what I'm looking for.
See, I'm not like that. If your
Me either.
pointing is accompanied by telling me, okay, it's on aisle 17 that way. I know nobody can see me pointing, but you know, if they say that, then I'm fine because I mean, I'm in that general vicinity.
Exactly.
But I don't need them walking me over there. I'm not Jay-Z or anybody.
Right.
Good God
Yeah.
almighty. Just show me where it is.
I got you.
You don't have to walk me
I don't
over
need
there.
all that attention.
Right.
I think I've
We're
had
not in school.
both situations where they told me where it was and some have showed me where it was. But also I've had people that tell me where it was and it was not
That's right.
where they said it was.
That's right.
That right there is what pushes me to find for myself. I absolutely hate when somebody tell me something and I follow what they say and it's wrong.
In the wrong
Yeah.
place.
It makes me think I should have followed my own mind because you got me on aisle 46 by the kiddie pools and I'm looking for a set of batteries. You know what I'm saying? I don't
understand.
Well, that's what it was last time.
Like you
Yeah.
work here.
Yeah, you should. I'm thinking that you should know because
Yeah.
obviously I don't. So yeah, if the app would tell me what aisle and what shelf, yeah, I'm gonna default to that first because I don't know if I trust the people that work there to know exactly what every item is.
See, I just can't agree with that.
Okay.
If they standing right there in front of me, I'm not finna look at the app.
You
I'm
gonna
just not finna do that. I'm just not finna do that. I'll ask. If I just can't find something, I'm just stumped. There is no way I'm pulling out my phone, trying to look up. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's the lazy part about me. But I mean, I'm
Chris
just
would
not.
do it.
I'm just not gonna look up an app
He
if
will do it.
if she's standing 5 feet in front of me. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I agreed on that part. If she was standing that close,
if she's
yeah, I
standing
would.
that close, yeah.
But
But
if
I mean,
looked
if
up
they're,
at this,
if they're a ways off, I mean, I'm not finna yell. I'm not finna yell in the store to try to get anybody's attention. But if she's standing right there, absolutely, please tell me where she or he. Sorry,
yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But now I think Risha said that wasn't a right or wrong. I think we all agreed to that. That it wasn't a right or wrong. It's more of, I guess, preference, right?
It's a litmus test.
Yeah.
Speaks to character.
Now I do believe that.
Yeah.
So that led us into this. So we're in Walmart. We finally got what we went in Walmart to get, whether we found it on our own or we had to have help. Now we're on our way out and we have our items in our shopping cart. Now, when you get outside, do you A, get your goods out of the buggy and leave the buggy where it is, or B, get your goods out of the buggy and take the buggy to a buggy dolly or buggy parking lot or whatever?
The corral.
The corral. What do you do? Cheryl, you first on this one. What do you do?
I do A and B.
Let me put a C option in there. Or C, do A and B.
All of the above.
All of the above.
Exactly. But if I only have 1 or 2 bags, I'm gonna leave the buggy inside the store.
Right.
But it just depends on how I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I might take it to a dolly cart, or I might push it up where you ain't supposed to park while I see these other buggies, and I'm gonna leave it right there and get in my car and go.
With no problem.
No problem.
No problem.
I don't even think about it.
Okay, Reese, you do what?
Well, I have gotten better. Depending on how many bags I have, I will take my goods out of the buggy and leave it in the store. If I have to take a buggy to my car, I'm gonna always put it in the corral. Always. But depending on the weather. If it's raining and it's coming down, it's gonna be sitting on the side of my car. But 99% of the time, if I have to take the buggy to my car, I'm gonna take it back to the corral.
Okay. And Trey, you said what?
I'm gonna take it to the corral every time.
Every time.
Unless like T. Cheryl and Mom said, if I can be able to get it, without taking the buggy out of the store. But I'm gonna take the buggy back to the corral.
I'm gonna take it back most of the time. I say that because sometimes I don't do it, but most of the time, 8 out of 10 times, I'm gonna take it back. Those 2 times I may leave it, and it could be nice and sunny, and I still leave it. But I try to take it back because I'm always concerned about the buggy rolling off and hitting somebody's vehicle. And I have had that happen. I've come outside and found a buggy laid up against my truck. And I think I had that truck at the time. I had it like 4 months. So you know how when you got a new vehicle, you're trying to keep it, and you park purposely at the back. So I'm back here in the back. Not only is a buggy laid up against the truck, there's another car back there. I'm like, I purposely parked back here so I would be by nobody.
Right.
And I still had somebody next to me, and then I still had a door ding. So I think I just want to be more respectful and stay out of people's way, and hopefully I can get that in return. I hate the word hope. But I try to do as I want people to do to me.
Right.
So if I ever get out of character, just know that somebody pulled me out of my zone. Because I'm gonna try to do the right thing every time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna say this about the buggies. Walmart buggies, if they are left outside of Walmart, they probably deserve it because they got the worst buggies out of all the buggies. I'm gonna say Target number 2 on buggies.
Target definitely.
Publix got the number one buggies.
Yeah, they got buggies. Yeah.
Yes.
There's no buggy dispute here. Publix got the best
They
buggies.
got the best. And even though Piggly Wiggly got some good buggies.
If you can find a Wiggly, ain't many
A
Wigglies
wiggly
left.
pig.
Ain't many Wiggly pigs left.
But they got some good buggies.
Okay. Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. When we was in Avondale, I can remember that.
Avondale. Ooh, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. I'm just playing.
What? Avondale.
Ooh.
You know, it's getting a little better down up there now.
They talk about North Avondale. We were on South Avondale.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cross the tracks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
We was cross the tracks.
So
Cross the track.
Okay.
Cross the tracks.
Y'all able to leave your Kevlar at home?
Yeah, we didn't have to roll out with the heavy artillery.
Right. We didn't need
Okay.
need a raid ship.
So silly. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so last thing. If you had a buggy and they had the wobbly wheel, this got to be Walmart because you know they always got the wobbly wheel. Do you leave that wobbly wheel basket right there and just walk back and go get another one, or do you take the wobbly wheel buggy back to where the rest of the buggies are?
I leave it right there and go find one that's gonna roll right.
So wherever you find it where it's wobbling at, that's where you leave it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She shook her head, yeah.
Yes.
You agree?
I second that.
So if you got inside of Walmart and you realize, hey man, this thing don't roll right, you just drop it. Just drop the buggy right there.
Okay,
Well, I try to do
Am
it.
I in the aisle? Because sometimes they'll leave buggies in the aisle.
That's what I'm talking about. They just leave them right there.
okay.
Wherever.
Okay,
Yeah.
if it's in the aisle, then if it's in the
Oh,
Yeah,
see,
but
I
would
don't
you
do
leave it
that.
right there?
No, I don't do
okay,
that.
well, see, no, I don't do that. If it's a buggy in the aisle, more than likely, I'm not gonna even touch it anyway.
Yeah.
So what I do is, when you first come into Walmart, you know how they have them stacked up where they are.
Correct.
So what I do is I just pull one, and if it's rolling right, then, or if it's not rolling right, I leave it there. I don't go in the store and leave it.
Right.
You know, I just try to get another
Because you can determine if it has a wobbly wheel. or not.
Right.
Right.
Before
You can
you-
look
before
at
you-
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell, yeah.
Yeah, I can look at them. Yeah,
You can look at them.
there's it got a it has a Walmart bag twisted up.
Exactly.
In the spokes.
Exactly.
All right, don't make any
yeah.
sense.
Some of the wheels be white.
I mean,
So if
what?
all of them are white, then 10 out of 10
It's a pretty
they
good
wobbling. Yeah, they need a
good
front end
chance of
alignment.
They need front end alignment.
So are you saying
Yeah,
then,
rotors.
so when you first go in and you know you're gonna get some groceries and that require you to get a buggy, you check your buggy right then before you go off in the store?
I do.
I do.
And now, let's say right there, you determine, you done pulled it off the little line, the assembly line, and it's wobbling.
Yep.
Do you put it back on the assembly line? Or you just roll it out the way and just get another one?
Roll
Roll
it
out the way and get another one.
Yeah.
It
You
ain't,
do the
it don't,
same
it
when
ain't
you
far.
put it back.
Right. They
What
don't
you
be
do,
too
Trey?
far back.
Ask the question again.
Do you, if you went into Walmart, you pulled a buggy from the assembly line of buggies, and it has a wobbly wheel, do you put it back in line, or you just, when you find out that the wheel is wobbly, you just roll it out of the way and just grab another one?
I move it out the way until I find a buggy, then I put it back.
So you may go through 3 or 4 before you get one you like,
Sometimes it's that way.
and you just leave them soldiers laying out there.
No, I just put them back. I may not even put it back in the same line because it's like sometimes like 3 or 4 lines.
Yep.
Sometimes I'll make them a line.
You go through all that?
Oh, yeah. It's not that hard. I mean, it takes what, 15 seconds to do?
You pulling out a buggy, it's wobbling. You get one that's not wobbling, and the one that you
just
found
push
that
it
was
back. I mean,
wobbling.
sometimes I don't even take my hand off that buggy.
Why?
Why not?
Then somebody else gonna do the same thing you just did.
Okay, well that ain't on me. That ain't on me.
I just don't put it back. I just leave it to the side.
Leave it to the side. I mean,
That's why
I don't think
it's
I don't think nothing's wrong with that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm better than you. I mean,
But isn't that what we were talking about earlier about the asking for help is no right or wrong way, it's just preference, right?
you right.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's crazy how the things you do, however small they may be, they can have an effect on somebody else. Because like, if you took 5 buggies out that were wobbly,
Now they sprawled out all over
Yeah,
the place.
I come
Now
in
they
there, I'm
have
like,
to move
man,
it.
somebody-
You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking it's the Walmart associates being lazy and not putting the buggies back
Right.
in there correctly. But it was you.
That's some
It took 5 of them out of
lazy
left.
customer.
Exactly.
Just a lazy customer.
But think about it. You're not the only one that do that.
That's right. But that's the
if
point.
but if I could cut down me not doing it, you know, that's all I'm worried about.
Okay.
Which brings us to the greater point. If we all agree, I think we did, that everything is getting worse across the board, then we agree to that or no?
We
But
agree.
that's how we got to this point, because that same mentality. Okay, well, yeah, I'm not. I mean, somebody else is doing it.
Yep.
Okay, well, why tack on what you gonna do to it?
That's exactly right.
If you do that, then maybe there's somebody that may have that same mentality, and then therefore we can get back to
to something good.
right. But if I'm just adding on, piling on to what they've already done. I mean, I didn't help the situation.
I'm gonna tell you, I agree 100% with what you said. I can tell by the way Cheryl looks, she may not agree, but I agree 100%. Here's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go big here, so this may be a stretch, but I'm gonna put this thing together. I think that in the urban areas, this is exactly why all the urban areas suffer. Nobody cares.
Right.
So
Because
you
I don't
leave it
because
here,
I don't have to do
I'm gonna
it.
leave it here. It ain't on me. I can do whatever. It don't matter. If everybody takes the "it don't matter" attitude, I mean, that's why when you go to the Walmart and Roebuck, nobody wants to go there because they're afraid that something's gonna happen to them. It's chicken bones laid everywhere.
I mean, it's a
folks-
whole
everything.
room.
There's a reason why things are okay. We accept everything, and everything's okay because we don't want to be told to be correct or do something proper. So, but if you go conversely across town, you don't see that as much. I ain't
Preach.
saying you don't see it at all. You don't see it as much.
I agree.
They like things to be a little bit more in order.
Right.
So we like to go over there and shop because we like it being in order, but we still don't want to be told.
And
now.
then we drag that place down.
Yeah, we do.
That's just the way it
Sometimes.
is.
Sometimes.
So give me some times where it hasn't happened.
But we haven't drugged their things down.
Yeah.
They're not gonna let you.
Okay, but that was on them. But if we had our way, it would have went that way, correct?
Well, yeah. I probably
Okay,
can
but
agree with that.
because they decided not to go along with what he said. Well, because they did, I'm gonna do the same thing. They decided to do something different, correct? Like I said. So I mean, that's just the thing.
Yep.
I mean, look at the Galleria. I mean, it's police walking up and down the Galleria all day. all
And they
day.
closing early.
And closing early.
And hey, you can make the argument that was what is because of a certain demographic coming out there. Well,
You think?
because why? Because we did the same thing to Western Hills Mall.
Yep.
We did the same thing to Central Plaza.
Right.
Yep.
So now you got one mall left to shop in,
And
and you're trying to get that one.
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying.
I mean, it's just the truth.
That's
So it
the
goes
truth,
back to what I
though.
said
That's the truth.
before. How you do anything is how you do everything. If you don't care about this, it's easy to take the I don't care to anything else.
Right.
And then use the excuse, well, it ain't bothering nobody. Well,
Yeah.
it may not be, but if everybody took that same approach on how they did anything, then what do we have?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
I agree.
Makes a lot of sense.
So you shouldn't have to go shopping outside your own city limits
Yeah.
to feel safe when you could have the same retailers in your area, but you choose not to take care of it because you don't want to be told nothing.
Right.
Exactly.
Now I'm gonna tell you what get me is when I get to hit the Walmart parking lot and I see that styrofoam plate or that styrofoam tray with them chicken bones off in there.
I'm just gonna
That
turn
get
around.
me every time. It get me every time.
I'm just gonna turn around, and we just not gonna come here.
They didn't put enough trash cans and everything out here
exactly.
that shouldn't have to be no beer cans,
I
no
agree.
sacks, no
Yeah,
nothing
I mean,
laying
that's
around. But hey, you can't tell me nothing. I can sit this right here
Yeah.
if I want
Yeah.
to.
Because they ain't gonna what the cops ain't gonna tell me that that's just the way it is.
Yep.
It's almost like we have to be babysat on everything.
On everything.
Yeah, have to be governed. We have to be governed by somebody, and if we not, we just fall back on free will and we just do what we want to do.
Do we want to do?
But there are civil rules in society.
Should
So,
be.
And
What they are, but we choose. And hey, I know, like I told you, I know I'm going big on this one, and it all started from asking somebody for help in Walmart to leaving the shopping cart.
But that's where it
Buggy.
starts.
But exactly, all the small things, they all add up.
Yeah.
There ain't never been a boulder made if it wasn't a collection of pebbles.
Right.
I'm just trying to
What
tell
were
you
you
something.
What were you about to say, T-Shirt?
Because it's only in our neighborhoods. Now I go to Publix a lot, and I don't see all of that.
What do you find?
The,
What
the
do you
styrofoam plates or the cups, all that on the parking lot. I don't see that.
Where do you usually find the Publix?
Huh?
Do you
That's a
find,
good point.
Do you
That's a
usually
good
find
point.
Publix or Targets in urban neighborhoods?
No.
Right.
You're not
That's
gonna
why.
find it.
And why is that? Because they already know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They already
absolutely.
know we gonna trash it. So we just not even gonna put anything over there.
That's true.
That's just the truth. And it's a lot of stores like that. A lot of stores. Major retailers.
I'm telling you, I agree 100% again, and I'm telling you, in my perspective, it all starts somewhere.
Absolutely.
I think us being a minority have been held down for so long that now that you got a little freedom, you want to do everything. You still have to have some rules as to how we're gonna govern certain things.
Right.
Which is the reason why in the urban areas there are no big box. I guess Walmart is the only main big box retailer in our areas. Everybody else know that they have to go somewhere else.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
So yeah, all starts from what? Asking somebody on aisle 16 where them goalies are.
That's right.
Them goalies. All right.
What goal is that?
That's what's up right there. So again, this was just a little quick one. Of course, I know you hear all the background noise because we did this one outside. Did y'all hear my mom out there going, "Hey, how you doing?" Reach to give mom that microphone so she can tell everybody, "Hey." You ain't gonna tell everybody, "Hey." Just gonna tell them, "Hey."
Hello, world. How are you?
That's it. You have officially been on the podcast. So, hey, thank y'all for listening. Again, I got my little lady, Risa Cups. I got Trey with me. That's her son. That's my that's my middle boy. And Auntie Cheryl. She's on here for the first time, but I think y'all be hearing more from her because I love hearing what everybody has to say. Hey, I'm not always right, but I always got something to say.
Oh yeah. But I love it. Yep.
All right. Ambush the game. Question everything you think you know.